you have to smile. And a lot of actors, when they talk about their career, they don't even smile. I just started acting, and I love acting. I'm the best actor you ever seen. They don't even smile, right? Here's the other problem. Actors say things they have no business saying. Oh my Lord. They say stuff like, and I just started acting. I haven't been acting very long. I'm a beginner. I'm new at this. This is my first audition. I've never done this before. I used to do this 20 years ago, but now the kids are grown. I'm an empty nester, and now I'm back. No one wants to hear. You guys don't want to hear when you're in a situation, you're expecting a certain level of service, expertise, value. You don't want to hear from the person practicing, I just started doing. Like when you go to the dentist, if they say, hi, come on in, have a seat. You're my first patient ever. I just graduated from dentistry school yesterday. See, you don't want to hear that. It's like, no, why would you tell me that? Gosh, I'd rather you just not tell me at all, I guess, maybe, right? So no one wants to hear, I just started doing this. They're not excited about the genesis of your career. They're not, right? So you talk about something that brings out the best in you, which is something that gives you fun, good time, entertainment, pleasure. Okay, that's lesson number one. All right, who has a question for me? Does anyone have a question? Anyone? Question about that first lesson? I got two more.
Seems straightforward.
Great. Yep. Okay, I got two more lessons. Yep. Two more. They're great. Okay. To succeed in this business, you're going to need a good agent. Not just an agent, but a good agent, right? But in the beginning of your career, you can operate without an agent. But you got to sign up for the correct casting services, right? Mainly this one, casting networks. Maybe you're already familiar with it. Casting networks, right? Backstage is it's a great place to start, but it's a bunch of non-union work, copy, meals, and credit, right? $150, $200. How long is the job? 10 hours, stuff like that, right? I want to see my actors scale and make great income. That's what I'm after. You scaling your income. So, what you want to do is know that in the beginning you can start your career, but for long-term success, you're going to need a good agent. Okay. Here's a big mistake actors make. Let's say they sign up for casting networks and they're looking at the audition opportunities and they see a network national McDonald's, but the actor is non-union and the McDonald's is union. Guess what the actor thinks? I cannot submit for it. The average actor thinks it's union and I'm non-union, so I can't touch it. I can't submit for it because I'm non-union. Not true at all. It's the painful reality for some actors until they learn better, is that they won't even submit for it because they use logic. I know logic's great, but some things defy logic, like grandma used to say, right? Some things defy logic. So here's the truth, right? If you see an audition notice for a big national network commercial, and it does not say on the audition notice, union only, we are only seeing union actors, non-union, do not submit. If it doesn't say that, it's okay for you to submit for it. Because they don't indicate that they are not seeing non-union people. Period. Right? A lot of actors are losing the opportunity. A lot of actors that are non-union are missing out because they think, I can't submit for that. It's union and I'm non-union. It's not true. If there's no indication for you to do not submit non-union, then you submit for it. You could book the job. They're going to pick somebody. If they're seeing non-union people, then that means we're looking for everyone, union and non-union. Great. What if you book? Guess what? If you're non-union, you go right to SAG eligible status. Oh, that's so awesome. Ooh. SAG. I don't know if either of you are SAG or SAG eligible, but that's a great status right there. Screen Actors Guild, SAG. I mean, I'm kind of old school. I know it's SAG-AFTRA, but I still just call it SAG because, they merged a few years ago, but I just still call it SAG, right? So the bottom line is you want to become SAG eligible as fast as possible for numerous reasons. I don't really cover here, but that and just think about it. The money you make on a network national is great. It's great, and you get this great brand exposure as well because your images are appearing on national television. Like you appear on national television thousands of times every 13-week cycle in a TV commercials. Commercials run based on 13-week cycles, right? And you appear thousands of times. This helps you to build your brand, your identity. People get used to seeing you, including producer, director, casting director, which leads to more work for you because now you crossed over to the other side. You're a working actor, right? So it's going to be easier for you to get your union status, right, through a commercial than it is a TV show or a film. Yep. Okay. Simple lesson. Anyone have a question? I got one more after this. Anyone have a question for me?
I have a question.
I guess my.
Oh,
go ahead,
sorry.
Steph.
You can go. Go ahead.
No, ladies first.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So, how do you know if you're eligible to be union? Because I have a very I'm confused on that. I've looked it up a lot, but I'm not sure, so I just put that I'm non-union. I have no idea
So-
how to tell.
The only way for you to know for certain is you have to call. Wait, where are you located?
I'm located in Louisiana.
So you have to find the nearest Screen Actors Guild branch. I mean, it really doesn't have to be the nearest, but try to find a Screen Actors Guild branch. I mean, I imagine they all have the same computer system. So I imagine you could even call the one here in Hollywood on Wilshire Boulevard. And the Screen Actors Guild, how can I help you? Right? And ask for membership. Hi, may I have membership, please? Right? Now, hopefully, somebody will pick up the phone. If not, we got to play the little telephone game. But you want to call membership, and let's say they pick up the phone. Hi, membership. How can I help you? Hopefully, they're nice and polite. Yes, hi. My name is, and my social security number is, because they're going to ask you for it, so just give it up front. And then say, I need to double check. I need to check my union status if I'm SAG eligible. And all they're going to do is look in the system and tell you yes or no. Yeah, that's all it is.
So if you're eligible, does that mean that you are union status or that you
No, it means you're one. See, in my opinion, you may as well be, but technically you're not. If you're 30 days from when you became SAG eligible to do your next union job, then you have to go join. You actually have to pay the money. And because most actors are not taught and skilled in business, they don't know this, that what if I don't have the money though? What if I don't have the money? Isn't it $3,600? Yeah, but what if I don't have the money? Well, the Screen Actors Guild Credit Union will loan you the money. They'll loan you all the $3,600, right? You can borrow it, and when you get your first few residual checks, pay off the loan, so you're not accruing interest. Yep, it's real simple. So like Mr. Kiyosaki says, use someone else's money, not yours. Yep, it's great. So you got to call and check.
They
That's
also
all.
have a website, so I've gone on the website and done that too, but I just wasn't sure if that was also legit.
Yeah, I mean, see, I like to call. See, it depends on how do you feel you got it? Through doing background, or you did a job that you got a SAG contract? It depends on when that was, because it should take, I don't know, 30, 45 days for your contract to go into the system. And then it should be linked up, countrywide. It should be linked up throughout all the SAG offices, whether or not you are SAG or whether you're SAG or just SAG eligible.
So they'll know, if I call, they'll know if I'm eligible or if I am SAG?
Oh, absolutely, because that's what the production company does when they want to book you on a job. They have to check your SAG status. If you're SAG eligible, right, but a must join, then you got to go to do that job. You got to rush to get that payment in, right? So they can call production and say, she's cleared. Sierra Marchant is cleared to work. She paid. Her dues are paid. She paid the fee. So she's a green light. Yep.
Okay, so to do non-union work, you don't have to do that, right? But if you want to do union work, then you have to do that.
No. But the pay is lower. The pay is not as guaranteed. I'm using that word lightly. The pay is not as guaranteed as union work. And the visibility is poor. You're usually not on national television and in movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want the exposure. You want to use the same hours in a day that people are using to make a ton of money over a short period of time, as opposed to people that are doing a bunch of non-union the rest of their life and making a little bit of money over a long period of time. It's all the same 8 hours in a day or 10 hours, however long we're awake, right? But some people put more max on those hours than others. Period. We all deal with the same time, but it's the choice we make and how we use the time. This is nothing revolutionary. It's as old as time, right? But people choose, it's like, oh, I'd rather make less money while the other people are making far more in the same 8-hour day. It's a choice people make. Yep. And some people get irritated with me when I start mentioning this, right? But it's like, but I have to tell you the truth. I have to be honest with people. Like you came yesterday, Sierra, and there was someone yesterday, they get irritated when I say turn on your camera. I don't like talking to a black screen with white letters or a picture. I don't like doing that. I say the person should show up with their game face on. Don't come if you don't have time, right? Or if I don't feel like showing my face, then don't come then. Don't come. I don't need people to take my course. Financially, I do really well. Serious. So I don't need people to take my course. And I'd rather not work with people like that, because all they're going to do is not have the way they want to have in their career, and they're going to start cutting corners, and they're going to quit, because that's who they are. That's their character. It ain't no talking them out of it. It ain't enough motivational tapes that they can listen to, right, for them to change that part of their character. So I only look to work with people that want to do this thing the correct way, right? Otherwise, we'll do a little time here and people leave, and it's like, fine. I have to be convinced that my method is outstanding, because I've been coaching 25 years now. So how would I think anything? I thrived through the pandemic. I didn't like having to go from a studio to Zoom, but now Zoom is how you audition. Zoom and self-tape. None of this getting in your car, driving all the way over there like we used to have to.
It is
right?
easier for actors, I'd say, because I can't just go to LA.
It's so much easier. It's easier. Yep. And again, if you plan to move to a bigger city, that's great, but you don't have to. You don't have to. Again, if you plan on it, groovy, but you don't have to. Yep. Yep. Okay. Wait, I think Dave had a question, but it looked like they froze up. Okay, I can hear you.
Sorry. Okay, so I'm on my only break of the day. I had to walk my dog and do other things, but I wanted to be here.
Okay.
The question for you is, I'm in San Francisco, and it's a very non-union town. So if I don't plan on moving to LA anytime soon, and I'm in a non-union town, should I just stick with my non-union status, or really try to go for those few SAG jobs that show up here?
Oh, go for the SAG jobs and get a Los Angeles agent, right? If you're anywhere in California, right, you have the option of directly looking for a Los Angeles agent, because you're not going to be getting in your car driving to no audition. They just don't do it anymore. Your auditions are going to be Zoom or self-tape, right? And if they really, really need to see you, it's like, no, the producers really want to see you in person, right? Then that might be an option, right? That might be a scenario. But for the most part, you are not driving to auditions. It just don't. So if I were you, I would look for a Los Angeles agent and let them know you're willing to work as local hire. Yep. Yep. Because some actors are like, oh,
okay.
I'm
That's
good
always advice. And then,
yes.
Yeah, and then the other second question I had was going back to casting networks and Actors Access and Backstage. It seems like my agent that I currently have is just pulling the same things I see off of casting networks and sending them to me, which makes me feel like it's not a good agent.
Yeah, if you are not getting union castings, there's an issue with your agent. That your agent should have your best interest at heart. And usually it is, I want to see my actor make more income. I don't want to see them do 10 non-union jobs at $350 a piece or whatever. I want to see them do 3 union jobs, work less and make more, right?
Yeah.
That's the plan. So if they're not doing that, right, then they're not, they don't have your best interest at heart. What many agents do is they just get a bunch of actors and they try to make enough money to pay their bills and pay their salary through a bunch of actors on a bunch of non-union work, right? And if they slip through the cracks, some actors slip through and get some union jobs, good, that's great, right? But no, because there's great agents in San Francisco, great union agents, right? You just need to, you, sounds like you need a new agent.
Yeah, I think I do.
That has great relationships with top casting directors. You'll find that out over, through reputation or through experience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. Question, Sierra.
Okay, so I used to have here, hang on.
Movement right now on social media. I mean, he's doing like really, really well with his company. But, people are mean. And he does this pop the balloon thing. And it's working really well for them. And YouTube keeps sending them these checks, and it's just great
That's
for him.
awesome.
But some people are mean and nasty, and they go on and they say insulting things to my son. And he just says the best response is not one at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's not going to go back on there and attack them and say nasty stuff to them. It's just, I'm not going to say anything, and I'm going to keep moving. It kind of takes it with a grain of salt because people praise him. Oh, I love you. You are great. And the women flirt with him and all that stuff because my son is tall and handsome. And, it's just like, okay. But he takes all of it with a grain of salt. It's like they say good things about me, you know, thank you and all that. And they say negative stuff. I just don't respond. He's just focusing on mission. So, yeah, that's not a good agency. And just to be clear, when you don't sign a contract, it's called hip pocketing, HIP pocketing, hip pocketing. Now, there are some extraordinarily great agencies here in Los Angeles that hip pocket you. Like they don't sign a contract.
They
They
did have a
don't.
contract. I just didn't sign it because what they were telling me in person was different from what the contract said. So I
Okay.
was like, I'm not going to
But
sign that until you can clarify which one is true. And if the contract isn't what you're telling me, I'm not signing the contract.
yeah, it's just an awful agency. But know this too. Some agencies are legitimate and have you sign a contract, but they're still not valuable. So it depends on the reputation of the agency. That is key. It's kind of like NFL, NBA. If hockey, if you get drafted to a great team that's always going to the playoffs, getting close, there's a good opportunity that you're going to win the championship one of these years, right? And the people that never make the playoffs usually never make the playoffs. They're just always at the bottom. Well, we want to draft with a good agency, right? One that has a great reputation. We at least want to have them on our list of submissions. It's real. See, most actors from their coaches only learn about how to perform. They never learn business, ever. They don't teach them anything about, like, if I was your acting coach and you came to class, you said, Coach Mike, I have a question about this agent, and you told me what you just told me, but I'm like your acting, see, and I'm a different kind of acting coach. I would say, oh no, well, I don't really get involved in that, but or I would try to make a pitch for you to pay me money in a private session so I can give you advice. But
Oh
see, I don't do
gosh.
that. I've always, this is my business playbook right here.
Mm-hmm.
I've always had a playbook, right? I know you can barely see it because of the lighting, but see, this is me over the last 25 years. I've always had business wisdom because actors need both. You need performance wisdom and business wisdom, right? Most actors only learn performance. And then when it comes to their career, the career falls by the wayside because they don't have mentoring, right? You need someone to guide you when you have questions. You need some one-on-one time, sometimes with a coach, right? Just for the questions you have. It's not that actors aren't complicated, they just have questions. That's all. Why would you charge them extra money? They're already paying you for their course. Are you going to charge them more money now?
Mm-hmm.
And they just have a few questions. Aren't you supposed to be the expert coach? Couldn't you answer my question in like 10 seconds? Right? It takes me longer than 10 seconds to answer because I get real worked up over stuff, right? Maybe sometimes I care a little too much, but that comes with when you love what you do, and it's like you want to help people, especially when I understand the dilemma. I had lousy agents in the past, but I knew exactly what to do and how to connect with the good agents. And not only that, actors have to be taught how to develop a great relationship with that agent. And no, it's not asking them, can you take them to dinner and I'll take you to lunch and buying them fancy gifts. That has nothing to do with that. It costs you zero if you don't mind paying attention and following through. If you don't, that the only thing it'll cost you is to pay attention and to follow through on the simple things they ask you to do when you sign with them, right? They ask you stuff like, oh, and when you're not available for an audition, please book out. Actors forget. Leave out of town. Agent says, we have an audition. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of town. I meant to cut. See, already tearing down the audition now, tearing down the relationship that we're trying to build with the agent. They ask you to do simple stuff, and a lot of actors won't do it. They'll say, I forgot, right? I'm sorry. I meant to. No. And they do it at the beginning of the relationship, and it just shows. Y'all met people who screw up friendships in the beginning, and then they don't hear from you anymore. It's like I ain't investing in no relationship like that. Why would I do that? Right? They're screwing up stuff already, showing me how irresponsible they are. Right? Okay. Okay, third lesson. And then I'm going to tell you all about my program because it's all about having coaching and mentoring, not just coaching, but mentoring as well. Okay, third lesson. Another big mistake actors make. It seems innocent, but it's not. Okay, when you get an audition, stop. This is going to sound really weird. I say a lot of things that sound really weird according to actors, right? Until they see, oh, now I know what he means. Wow, this is brilliant, right? Stop submitting your self-tapes on time. Okay, I'm coming. When you have an audition, sometimes it's a self-tape. You got to shoot it and send it in. Stop submitting your self-tape on time. What does that mean? Okay, if you get a self-tape on a Monday, due Tuesday, 3 o'clock, don't submit the self-tape at 3 o'clock. You submit it way before 3 o'clock. You submit it before 3, ahead of time, not on time. As they say, the new on time is ahead of time. On time is late, and late's a bad reputation, is what they say. Who are they? Well, just some people I heard. Okay, so what they write now, this isn't revolutionary. I just give
I'm
the
in a Zoom
reminder.
call.
What some casting directors are now putting on the audition notice, they write this. They're trying to help you out. They say top consideration for early submissions. That's what they write, right? I saw one the other day because I let my actors send their audition notices to me, the ones they don't understand, because they need. That's what mentoring is, right? I'll talk about that in a second, right? So I saw one the other day, and they said, "Please submit early. We appreciate it." See, that means don't submit at the deadline, right? You submit before. Is it always easy? Of course not. Is success easy? Of course not, right? If it was easy, then I guess then it would just be normal. Everything would be. There's got to be a polar
It
opposite.
should be over soon.
In order for things to be great, it must mean things have to be lousy sometimes. We never seen a one-sided piece of bread, right? I mean, everything's going to have its polar opposite. So the bottom line is, yeah, they want it early, because what actors do is they submit it after 3 o'clock. Do 3 p.m. deadline, then they're 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, 30 minutes late, and then they have all their excuse. I'm sorry. It's like, no, right? I mean, my life is in disarray right now. My mother-in-law just died. I love that woman to death, right? She just passed away. We already had her service. We had to go to Virginia for it, right? And then I can't even get in my own house. And my neighborhood's destroyed in Altadena. There's a few houses left. Ours is one of them, right? But I'm still going to be on, I'm coming to class. I got a class after this, and I just have my regular classes, right? It's like, yeah, I'm going through a lot right now, but now I get to see what I'm made of. Of course, when everything is great, it's easy. Now, when times are tough, how well do you respond? So that's why they're not going to tolerate actors' excuses. I have 14 jobs, I have 8 kids, my car broke down. That has nothing to do with them. They don't want to hear anything about it, right? Just like we don't when we go for goods and services. Okay, so submit ahead of time, if at all possible. Some casting directors these days even write that on this audition notice. Yep. Okay, question. Anyone question? Then I'm gonna tell you about my program, how I help actors for 25 years with my great solid plan. Anyone question? Okay.
Yeah. I do have a quick question related to what you just said.
Yes.
So I got an audition this past weekend, except I was nowhere near a tripod, lighting setup, anything that looked anything like a convenience store, which is where the thing was set. I felt like, oh, I'm not going to do my best work, so I shouldn't submit to this. Should I have submitted?
Wait, so of course, it sounds like it was non-union, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is what I don't like, because you're supposed to be in front of a convenience store.
But it's supposed to be working in a convenience store.
Yeah, okay. Well,
For your audition?
no.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So see, some non-union audition notices, they actually expect you to leave your house and go somewhere to audition or go buy something, right? But if it's union, there are rules against it. You can't ask an actor to leave their home. You can't ask them to go buy a cake. It's for Duncan Hines. You're in your kitchen baking a cake. And they outlawed that as soon as the pandemic happened. because actors weren't going in studio to audition anymore. And now even union casting directors are coming up with all this wild stuff they ask you to do. And the SAG officers and people have their little meetings and stuff. And it's like, this is not going to work. Our actors are infuriated, right? The union actors. So now in the rule books, there's certain things they can't ask you to do. So if I were you, right, I would have still shot the audition where you pretend, you mime that, or create the presence in your performance that you are in a convenience store, and that's it, right? I mean, how are you supposed to pull that off? You're supposed to go to a convenience store and say, "Hi, I'm an actor. Can I use the front of your store, or can I?" It's nonsense. But see, some of the non-union companies, see, they don't, production companies, they don't care. It's like, well, let them work it out. Actors are creative. Let them work it out. I always tell my actor, you do what's most feasible for you. One of my actors had an audition for Zillow. Guess what? 9 pages of sides.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the sides were directions. Ridiculous stuff. So you're in your car, you know, Zillow, the real estate company, you're in your car driving down the street, and you're pulling up curbside, and your window slowly goes down, and you turn your head and you notice a piece of property that has great curbside value, and you right? So somehow I'm supposed to have a camera on the sidewalk, or someone holding a camera watching me pull up and the window go down and I see some house. You're supposed to see a point of view of the house and my face smiling because I like the curbside appeal. It's nonsense, right? So I taught my actor which scenes, which pages you're actually going to shoot, and the other ones that you're not going to shoot. And that's it, right? Period. Because you will drive yourself crazy with some of these ridiculous instructions. I always tell my actors, shoot what's most feasible. You're not going to use me to shoot your whole commercial. You're not going to do that to me, right?
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Say that again.
That's exactly what it sounds like. It sounds like their audition was literally like their commercial. Like you're doing your whole commercial as an audition.
Yeah, it's nonsense. That's why I want my actors to scale to union. I want my actors out of that non-union life. You'll make more money and the auditions are more feasible, right? But some actors are stuck in that non-union life and they just deal with it. They're making a choice to have more difficult auditions and then make less money. Yep. Okay. So here's the bottom line. How do you build your career? Like, what do you do? What's the first step? Okay, let me show you something real quick. Friends, you need 4 elements. 4. I'm gonna show you a series of 4s. First of all, you need on-camera coaching. I don't know what you guys can do. I don't know what your performance style is. I don't know, right? But I do know this. You need on-camera coaching, Zoom and self-tape. Number 2, you need to understand the difference between auditioning for a TV show or a film and auditioning for a commercial. So we work on script analysis, so you don't take your acting style and apply it to a sales style television commercial, because commercials are sales, right? Number 3, commercial improv. Gotta learn it. It's fun. It's far easier than television and film improv, but you have to learn commercial improv nonetheless. And number 4, business coaching. Again, you know, this is where it's at. This is 70% of what makes your career go is your business acumen. A lot of actors don't even know what to say when they meet with an agent. Agent in meetings ask you goofy questions sometimes. Why do you want to sign with us? Why should we sign you? How old are you? Why do you want to be an actor? What sets you apart from other actors? What are you doing on your own to promote your career at this time? Why'd you leave your last agent? Right? What's your day job? Actors don't know how to answer these questions. And they stutter, well, see, they don't trust you right away. They expect you gotta have clean, crisp, sharp answers. So it's all I provided. It's a little pullout. That's in my playbook, right? It's called Agent Meeting Guidelines, right? You just read it. It's like 15 minutes. Read it. And then agents say, so what questions do you have for us? Actors don't know what questions to ask. Some say, oh, I don't have any questions at all. Oh, come on. You should at least have 2 or 3 questions. But they're in the guide, right? Business coaching. How do you negotiate your own job when you submitted yourself, booked the job, don't have an agent? Agent does nothing for you, so you've had it. You're not going to pay the agent. I booked this job. They're asking me how much do I charge? I don't know what to say. See, you need to be taught. That's all. How to negotiate. It's very, very simple. But most actors in their acting classes learn nothing about business, only performance. It's like trying to eat a bowl of soup, hot soup with no spoon. It's like having a Bentley with no rims and tires, right? A Maserati with no engine. And actors wonder, how come my career's not moving? I know I do good work. Well, eventually you are going to do very good work, but you need an engine. You got to know how to get in front of the right people to scale your career. Okay. So why commercials then? Why should you take that route? Well, number one, here we go. Oh, come on. Now, why is it doing that? Give me a second. And that's not the one I selected. Here it is right here. Okay. So here's the second four. Why commercials? No experience necessary. None. Who had it? I don't have any experience on my career. Who had experience when they started? No one. I never heard an actor say, I had experience when I started my career. No, right? What do they look for? Skills. Where do skills come from? You got it. Training. Number two, fastest, smartest way to become SAG eligible. Faster and smarter, right? I doubt you're going to get union status, union eligibility through a TV show or a film. I doubt it. Some actors do, but far and few in between. The easiest route is to book one union commercial. Boom, you'll be SAG eligible. And then when you look for a TV film agent, they take you more seriously because they know you'd like to become union soon and make more money. Now the agent makes more money. Nothing magical about this. It's all common sense. Yep. Number three, great residual income. Some actors just aren't used to making good money, so they kind of write it off. You know, when a society has their little stigmas about money, you talk about money. Oh gosh, people don't want to talk about money. Many people have childhood wounds around money. They don't like to talk about it. Don't even know how to ask their boss for a raise when they deserve a raise. Because anytime the subject of money comes up, oh, the face melts off, right? But it's great residual income. My wife and I made a small fortune in 7 years doing TV commercials. It was our only source of income for the most part. We did some TV and some film. But we made most of our money through TV commercials. It was great. It was great. She got to quit. When we first met in 1993, I was doing security and she was waiting tables. We started making money. We got married, right? Boom. And we just walked away from those jobs. It's an awesome thing to be able to say, I make all my income from my acting career. It's great. Number four, oh, this is amazing. Fastest way to build your brand on television. I believe you all are familiar with Jake from State Farm and Flo from Progressive and Mayhem from Allstate and Doug, Liberty Mutual, guy with the mustache and the bird, right? And maybe even Ted from Consumer Cellular. Yes. See, they all have great brand recognition. Why? Because they appear, I said it earlier, they appear on national television thousands of times every 13-week cycle in TV commercials. So their face becomes very recognizable, which leads to more work. When you're working already, it leads to more work. That doesn't sound fair, but that's how it works, right? It's just, if one person likes you, now others like you. It's just how it works. I'm not going to fight with that. I'm not. Right? So, number four is awesome. Okay, that's the second group of four. Right? I do my best to make sense of the approach. Okay. So what are you going to need? What do you need to sign with a top agent and really energize your career in this 2025? Y'all know by now they say the average person that makes New Year's resolution, they quit them already. You know there's something called Quitter's Day? It's the second Friday in January. People people that make resolutions by the second Friday in January, they quit. It's on YouTube. I had no idea. Somebody ran that idea by me. And I was like, I looked it up. And so, yeah, it's actually a thing. Quitter's Day, second Friday in January, right? All that jaw jacking and stuff they said in December. Ooh, the new year, right? Just go right out of the window. Because folks need a solid plan. Then they have to be willing to execute it, take action, and follow through. All right. So let me give you the first four. To succeed, you need four things: on camera training, great headshots. You need to put together a resume that makes sense. A lot of actors screw up their resume. Bad spelling, wrong categorization. They put extra work on their resume. Extra work does not go on your resume. I know that's heartbreaking for actors that do tons of background. I know, but I have to tell the truth. If it hurts, okay, but I have to tell the truth, right? So I show you the correct way to put your resume together through my PDFs. I just send you these PDFs. It's very simple, right? And then number four, friends, here we go. Here's where the rubber hits the road. Here it is. You need 2 clips. No, I didn't say you need a reel. You don't need a reel. You need 2 clips. 2. You need a personality slate clip. You're already familiar with it. We did it at the top of the hour. You need a personality slate clip, and you need a copy read clip. The copy read clip is a clip of you reading commercial advertising sales copy. So how do I do this? No worries. I teach you in my course. I'm about to tell you about, and then we're done. I teach you. Right? It's not a reel. It's 2 clips you're going to record with your phone. I teach you how to do it. It's part of my curriculum. Right? These clips are critical. They're part of the heartbeat of your career. These are not maybe I should do it. No, these are part of the heartbeat of your career. Right? It's any actor that's taken my course, they already know, right, that I keep harping on these clips. Right? They're so critical today. Boy, I wish I had more time to keep saying the same thing. Okay. Once you've got the first 4 done, on camera training, headshot, resume, and the 2 clips, it's going to be far easier for you to attract and sign with a top commercial agent. Number 6, right? You're going to book commercials, great brand exposure. And then number 7, great residual income. And you are going to simply take that money, pay your overhead, invest the rest of it back into your career. Yep. There it is. That's the plan. It's the master plan. It's the same plan I used when I started my career in 93. I didn't know what I was doing, but I look back at why am I successful? Sometimes you have to ask yourself that. Why is this working? You have to dissect it so it's not unconscious competence. I'm doing it right, I guess, but I don't know what right is. I have no formula. No, you need a formulaic approach to why it's working. So you can continue to replicate that approach and keep having success and then just get better and better and better at it, right? And have more and more and more success. This is the plan right here. It's a beautiful thing. All right, so now here's what I'm going to do. Let me tell you about my program, and then we're done, right? Okay, let me show you something. Friends, I teach a 4-week Zoom.
I think he left.
Yeah. Okay, I teach a 4-week Zoom. It's 4 weeks, right? We start again next week, so now it's upon us. It's all Pacific time. What's Pacific time? Pacific time here in Los Angeles is 2:59 and some change. No, well, it just turned 3. So right here in Los Angeles is 3 o'clock in the afternoon and a few ticks, right? It's 1 class per week, just 1, about an hour. How many people are in each class? About 6. Yeah, so it's small. Every actor works multiple times on camera every class. Some Zoom classes, the classes are 15, 20 people. No, it's not what I do. You got to be working every class. Yes. When do I start again? All right, here we go. Wednesday, February 5th, 6 p.m. That's 4 Wednesdays in a row. Or Thursday, February 6th, 4 p.m. That's 4 Thursdays in a row. Or Saturday, February 8th, 10 a.m. That's 4 Saturdays in a row. Or Sunday, February 9th, 3 p.m. 4 Sundays in a row. Last offer. Yes, I have 5 of them. Different days. Monday, February 10th, 4 p.m. 4 Mondays in a row. There we go. That's my offer. You just pick a day, and then you stay in that day, right? Unless you miss a day, and then you can make it up in one of the other days. It's real simple. Some actors' schedule will be going up and down, down and up, right? Okay, if you miss, let me know so I can schedule your makeup. How much is the course? Well, for the actors that refuse to come to the free Zoom, it's 310. It's like 6 people signed up today and only 2 of you came, right? But for you guys that come to the free Zoom, I give you a special offer. There it is, $100 off. The cost of my course is 210. Yep, for actors. I think you saw some of this part of it yesterday anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I give $100 off to actors that come to the free Zoom. Yes, that's my grandfather rate. Used to be 210, now I'm 310. But for actors that come to the free Zoom, $100 off. You put down 42. There's 4 classes, 42 each class. 42 times 5 is 210. But you have to sign up before the clock runs out. What clock? Let me show you. All right, and then we're done. After I ask you, do you have any questions? You have to sign up before the clock runs out. Give me a second. Okay, I'm going to ask you to look in your Zoom chat. Take a look in your Zoom chat. Right, if you look in your Zoom chat, you'll see a HTTPS link.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, an HTTPS link. Click on that link. Click on the link, and you're gonna see a hidden page. That's the 210 page. It has the timer in it with the red bar, and it's counting down, 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 down. If you let the timer run out of gas, if you let it run out of time, it's gonna revert back to the 310 page. Yep. And then the deal is off. I don't know why some actors wait till it expires and then they email me all in a rush. I made up my mind. I want to do it now. And it's like, but it's 310 now. So I always, I'm not pitching. I'm not no sales pitch person, but I always like to put it out. If you're going to do it, the deposit's 42. And you can make a payment every 7 days till you pay the 4 class. It's simple stuff, right? So that's my offer right there. Also, I'm a mentor. So mentors do things for free. Most coaches would never talk about mentoring because they know the original idea of being a mentor are free gifts and services. Well, here's my freebies. Free quick start coaching. What does that mean? What if you need me before the course starts? You got me. Email me. You don't have to wait till February if you need my help right now. Free agent guide. I used to charge $20 for the agent guide when I used to print it out, staple it, and all that is free now because it's a PDF. Same for the commercial copy. It's free, it's a PDF, right? Free headshot review. If you want me to look at your headshots, send me a link so I can see them. So we can make sure. Remember the 4 marketing tools? Headshot was the second one. You need good headshots. If you're not sure, let me see them. Right? Most coaches wouldn't dare look at an actor's headshots. They're just going to say, that's not what I do. But I sure do it because it's important. I have an online university. It's $600. Well, $599. There's 42 lessons. But I pulled out 8 lessons and I give them to you for free. Yours to keep forever. Free self-tape review. This is amazing. Most of your auditions today are Zoom or self-tape. What if you get a self-tape and you need help? You don't know if you like it. Is it good? Is it not good? Send it to me quickly. Let me see it, and I'll guide you on it. Right? Man, ain't no coach but Mike Pointer doing that for actors. See, I know that. All right, and then the next one, last one. Okay, I do go to sleep. I do, but I consider myself to be a 24/7 coach. So if you need my help during days when you're not in class, all you got to do is email me. Reach out to me. Let me help you. So that's my offer right there. All right. Let me ask you if you have any questions before we log out, Sierra.
I don't. I think
Okay.
everything was pretty straightforward, and I kind of asked all my questions I had already.
Okay. Well, I'll send a follow up with that link in it. If you want to grab one of my last few spots, I'd love to have you come on board so I can help you solve these issues that you have with getting better auditions and just work that pays more. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, actually, I
Or,
do have one question. I'm sorry.
uh-huh.
Do you think that casting networks and actors access is better than backstage when starting out if you're not non-union
Yeah,
or if you're not union?
absolutely. Backstage is cool for extreme beginners. They only have non-union work, and most of that, I want to say all of the work, but to be safe, I'll say most of that work will never land you into higher paying jobs on national television. They just don't, right? They're all, for the most part, independent projects. They'll pay a little bit, a couple $100, and they're copy, meals, and credit. Actors get addicted to a little bit of money, and they just stay there. They never scale their career. And as we get older, bills tend to increase, not decrease, and they're not making enough money. And now I gotta go get a real job because the acting gigs just ain't coming in. And they just set their career up the wrong way in the first place. And they sit and struggle until acting becomes a dream that's not attainable, right, in the near future. And then life takes you in another direction. And they would say, oh, I'm gonna get back to it and all of that, but some never get back to it.
Right.
Yep.
And then what
Yep.
do the credits do? Like, I know it's like giving you credit, and like I know the credits at the end of this, like at the end of the shows and stuff, your name would be there. But what does that actually do for you?
Oh, it proves you were actually in the production. If anyone were to ever, if an agent or anyone were to ever question what's on your resume, if you were ever in it, right? Because see, some actors do, they'll do a film, but they can't get the footage, right? But they manage to get a credit list.
Mm-hmm.
They that, you know, sometimes your scene is cut. I had a client in Lincoln Lawyer with Matthew McConaughey. They cut his scene.
Oh my
They cut it.
gosh.
He was a jury foreman, and he had all the 2 lines. They cut it, but he was still in the film. Yep. So when the credits roll, his name was still in the film, but they cut his scenes. But he has it on his resume because he booked the job and he shot the film, right? So if you ever meet with an agent, oh, you were in Lincoln Lawyer. Yeah, a nice supporting part. Do you have a clip from it? No, my scenes were cut, right? But he got the film and got the credits. If you really want proof, then I'll send you a clip of my name in the credits.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, well, thank you so
Again,
much.
all business fundamentals most actors never learn because the average coach does not teach you anything about business, only performing. Yep. So I'll send this that link because there's more information in the email I'll send, and hope to see you again soon.
Okay, well, thank you
Uh,
so much for your time.
you're welcome. Have a super rest of the day.
You too. Bye.
Bye for now.
Recording. Okay, guys, I apologize. No, I do not have cancer. That is not something I would like to joke about. And Emma, I don't know how. Wait, Sierra, if people are mean to you, ignore them. Thank you. I don't know how you can go live with me. Do you know how? Because I do not know anything about that. No, I don't know what I'm doing. But I will say something. I do not feel cute today. I'm wheezing. Hi, how are you? Body paint? I would love that. Bum 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 bum. Your voice is so pretty. Thanks. B-I-N-G-O, 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 and bingo was his name. Oh. Morning, 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 morning. Morning, morning. Morning, 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 morning. Bum, bum, bum. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh my soul. Worship your holy name. Sin like never before. Oh my soul. You know, whenever the thing hits that I've been on for an hour, I will be getting off so that I can do some homework. And don't say, oh my god, you have homework? Yes, I'm in college. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh my soul. Worship your holy name. Sin like never before. Oh my soul. Delete. I did see that too, but I don't know how they do it. Your name is Kayla? Oh, okay. I invite you though? Because all it says is message or pin message, report, remove channel activity, add as moderator, put user in timeout, or hide user on this channel. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, worship his holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Sorry guys, gave up on NFL because Chiefs. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Guys, how do you spell similar? y'all. 11 likes? Oh, it says I have 10. Thank you. What? Fit check. Okay. Shein. High school. And Lululemon. My favorite song. I don't know. Right now I really like Sabrina Carpenter songs. Is it 11:30 for you, Emma? Why do you have to leave soon? Thank you. I love you guys too. This typing sounds be eating. Oh, that's good that you say that because I actually have an ASMR video coming out soon. Slay. back. Hi. I will be live tomorrow, yes. don't know if you remember me, but I join your lives all the time. How would I remember you? I'm trying. I like Billie Eilish, yeah. She's cool. Lovely and ocean eyes. Mine too. sometimes have ocean eyes on while I sleep. It's funny. Okay, bye. I know the barking in the background. It's so bad. Bye.
Did you get your laundry out?
Oh shoot, I gotta do that now. freaking pay for that? Okay, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I have some laundry to do, but I'll be back on tomorrow. I hope everyone has a good day or night, and bye. See you later.